All right, Zach, the second best completion percentage in BYU history, 92.3%, career high 5 touchdowns. What were you most proud of against Louisiana Tech?
Just the overall execution of the team. I feel like the guys came out, they did what we were supposed to do. The O-line held their own, the defense got stops, and the receivers made some big-time plays.
And it started on the first drive, and let's walk through this in the film room. Dax Milne, 39-yard throw. This is back shoulder. The ball's in the air quite a bit here.
Yeah, this is probably one of the further back shoulder throws I've had. We tried to take a shot here on the first drive, and we had Dax running actually like a stutter is what we kind of call it, trying to get the double move on the corner, trying to get him to bite. Corner was in a bail technique. He was bailing on the route. Once I started rolling out, going through my progression, I had the over route coming across the field and then the flat to Peeney. I noticed as I was rolling out that the corner was stacked on top of Dax and then also had his eyes on Dax and not on me. And so I figured, if I just throw a ball that's, underthrown and I throw Dax back, Dax can see the ball, Dax will come back and make a play. And, he did a great job finding the ball in the air and coming back and getting it. And, we moved the ball all the way down to the 10-yard line. So that was a big momentum shift right there. And Dax did a great job being able to come back and get it.
Gunnar Romney, you throw this one to him. It looks like he scores the touchdown initially. They then say it's at the 1, but 22 yards. He makes a heck of a play, and you had to dance around in the pocket in this one.
Yeah, so we had a little concept to the field right there. Gunnar was isolated on the backside with just a slant route, just for any pressure or anything, nothing crazy. And I went through my full progression of the field. Everything was covered, and my sixth sense as a quarterback, you initially feel like you have backside pressure. So I spun right there, thinking I had someone behind me. Brady did a great job picking up the free safety fire on the backside. And, initially when I turned, I saw Gunnar just running towards the front pylon. The DB was right there, but his back was again turned. He couldn't see where the ball was coming because he was looking at Gunnar, trying to get back on the route. And I figured if I just put a ball nice and high, Gunnar can go up and make a play on it. And he did a great job coming down with the catch.
Gunnar Romney has a touchdown catch. Maybe could have had 2, but he at least had the 1. 22 yards. This was part of a 37-second drive, which was just incredible. Someone tweeted, Zach Wilson drove 10 hours on weekends so he could drive 37 seconds on the field. And Gunnar makes the catch and finishes that drive.
Yeah, so on this play, we have Gunnar running a fade or a clear or go, whatever you would call it. We have Neil, who is probably our first look at this, or the tight end coming underneath. It's a high-low play. And the biggest issue with throwing a deep sail route to someone like Neil is a corner falling off. And so, I really just told myself, if that corner wants to jam Gunnar and let him go at all, I'm going to throw that ball right off of his back. And so the second I saw the corner, let Gunnar go and start to fall off into the flat, I saw the safety couldn't get there on time. And I just knew if I could, get enough juice on that ball, I could sneak it in between the safety and corner and Gunnar would be able to score. You
had 3 rushing touchdowns as well. I want to highlight one of them. Really reminded me of the USC touchdown that was the go-ahead in regulation. And from 14 yards out, your 3rd rushing touchdown.
Yeah, so this one, we spread them out. We saw on film that, they like to, have a lot of guys outside of the box to try and stop the pass in this empty set. They actually blitzed the Will Backer from the boundary on this one, which, actually indicates that I'm supposed to throw the ball to Lopini Katoa, where I replaced the blitz. I actually saw a hole open up in the A or B gap to my left side. I was able to, sneak through before the Will Backer was able to come. The O-line, or Joe Tukuafu right here, did a great job of opening up. Even Chandon Herring did a great job setting and letting me sneak through right there as well. And, once you get to that point, it's really just trying to make a play to get into the end zone.
Perhaps people didn't notice, but that's because Joe did his job. The backup center, Joe Tukuafu, as you mentioned, played for James Empey. How did he perform?
Yeah, he did a great job. He came in with poise. He came in with energy, and that guy was just excited to play. He's been working for that moment, and I was just proud of how he came out.
Well, 3-0, trying to make it 4-0 against UTSA. What do you think of the Roadrunners on your initial look?
Yeah, good, tough team. They're physical, and they're going to come out to try and get after us. That was always our favorite thing, being the underdog and an opponent, is no one expects you to come out and win and put up points and do big things. And so, they're coming out with just energy, and they're excited for this opportunity.
Well, Zach, you can break down a play as well as anybody. Nice work, and thanks for joining me in the film room.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.